Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Cradler90. We're doing a World of Warships video today. One of my favorite games, a game that I've played on and off sparingly for a number of years since it's come out. Today I'm bringing you a Tier 8 Vladivostok video. That's the Tier 8 battleship from the Soviet Union. I think it's got 3 triple turret 406 millimeter 16-inch guns. And the big drawback to the Vladivostok, as far as I can tell, is the range that it can put ammunition and munitions downfield. I can't really see right now, but I think it's something like an 18.1 or 17.8 range if you don't have any modifiers on it. And that's the range that I'm going with here. It's got a 33-second reload time, and the big benefit, as far as I could tell, is that it's got really good nose-in capability for anything other than, Yamato or Musashi or Shikishima. So you point your nose to the opposing team, and usually you get bounces, and are pretty much protected from penetrations and citadel hits. That changes when you give a little too much angle, but as you'll see in this game, I try and not to do that. And also, you don't really get to use your back gun. It's kind of like the Iowa in that when you do perform in that manner. Apparently, this has the Russian gimmick, which is the closer you get to the enemy, the better the sigma, or the dispersion on the guns. That's what I've heard from other YouTubers. I guess it's true. And I guess that would make sense because it goes hand in hand with really the lack of range on its guns. Anyway, here I spot a Amagi Tier 8 Japanese battleship, and as you can see, I can't get shots off on it. And you don't have a spotter plane or anything like that on the Vladivostok either. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if he's going to come close. Maybe I'll get shots off. And believe it or not, a better opportunity comes up, and you'll see that in a moment. So again, as usual, webcam is not linked to audio here, so don't expect to see my mouth moving. Anyway, here's a Drake, which is a light cruiser, or perhaps it's a heavy cruiser. Anyway, I'll see if I can get shots over that mountain and thread the needle there. I'll give you that nice little view. You'll see nice 2 citadels. So starting this game off right. Anyway, I'm going to go around this little island and do basically what I told you I was going to do at the beginning, which is start putting my nose into the enemy. See if I can slow down a little and get another shot off. Realize that's probably not going to happen. I might as well get steaming in the right direction here. Now, I know that they have a Shimakaze on the other team, and this was a weird game. It's 6 p.m., 6:15 p.m. on Eastern Time, just finishing up with work, and I just realized that there's 3, 6, 9. It's a 9-on-9. And we have 3 DDs, and they only got 2 destroyers. Don't know how they lucked into that, but I'll take it. Anyway, put more shots into that Drake. See if I can't get anything, just an overpen, which is okay by me. Time to do a little torpedo dodging. I think these are the Shimakaze torps. And what I'm trying to do here is close the distance to some enemies while not getting torped and not going out into the middle of nowhere, which some battleship players tend to do, trying to get into the action. The Vladivostok doesn't really have the greatest secondaries. They're, as far as I can tell, serviceable. So I'm not going to try and go brawling with the Bismarck or anything like that. But I do want to get close, take advantage of that Russian gimmick of better dispersion, better sigma, and be able to put guns on target, which, as you can see from even enough of this replay, is a little difficult in the Tier 8 Soviet battleship. I'm also one of the battleship players that almost never gives up a shot at taking a shot at a DD if he's even anywhere close to being in reasonable range. I just find DD players to be the bane of my existence. That and, well, pretty much anything. I'm not great at this game, and I don't claim to be. So, but DDs often really frustrate me. So if I can get a shot into them, even if it's definitely going to be an overpen, I feel like that's usually worth it. I'm getting spotted here. I don't have shots on anyone because of the range. And I'm just thinking, what do I do? Do I want to push? Do I want to wait for an opportunity? This game certainly rewards being patient and waiting for opportunities. And here we go. I throw it into reverse, try and get my turrets around, and I'm gonna start taking shots again at this. I think it's a Drake still. Sorry, it's a little blurry on my screen while I'm recording audio. Put shots out into the Drake and hopefully also that Shimakaze. I do not like to put out the fires right away, especially if I'm pretty healthy. I'll let it burn out, especially if it's one fire, and use my repair party or my heal, which is what I've been, told and I've learned over the course of playing is really the smart way to play. Really nice broadside shot here. I try and lead him. We'll see what happens. There we go. Another citadel, a couple citadels, and a devastating strike. That makes me comfortable. I think we also get the Shimakaze, so I'm comfortable pushing up into this space and start laying down, some pain on some of these already injured enemy ships. Take a few shots at the Samagi, and here I go. I'm just gonna keep going in. Roll the dice, don't get much from that. I see these torps going in. I'm convinced that Amagi is not long for this world, so I'm going to try and pick up a different target here. That's a broadside Bismarck. I think that's about as juicy a target as I can get at this point. I push shots downrange, but as you'll see, the poor Russian accuracy at range seems to bite me here. A couple bounces, and just straddle the target. I don't get frustrated. See this Alaska. Not sure what it's doing. I thought maybe it was going to try and ram our Massachusetts. It doesn't. I line up the shots and realize that I could probably, even though he's angled against me, probably get some good damage here. So I put those downrange. And overpens. So far, I do have a kill. I've got a pretty good amount of damage on the board, but I feel like I'm leaving some damage out on the table. It's just the nature of the game sometimes. Now that Bismarck's angled, and I'm eyeing up this Ibuki, which is the Tier 9 Japanese heavy cruiser, 203mm fire-spitting guns. And I'm thinking, is that the better shot, or is the Bismarck the better shot? And I said, no, I think I could pen this guy pretty much everywhere, even if he's at this angle. And that's a great angle for plunging fire. So let's see what happens. Miss, and then some good, meaty, chunky damage. So I thought that was a good choice. Still evaluating my targets. This game is pretty much won at this point. We have both 2 out of 3 cap zones. They don't even have the other one. We still have the DD advantage. I'm not all that concerned. Try and catch that Ibuki as he's running away. And that would have been, if I could have connected a few more shots, I think that would have been nice and juicy, but not today. Ibuki's about to go down. The Bismarck's about to go down. There's the Tier 7 Soviet battleship, the Sinop over there. Also pretty good nose in, but you can pen him if he gives you that kind of Yamato angle, if you know what I'm talking about, where you can get citadels in that Yamato. Bismarck goes down before I have shots landing, and okay, they have a DD left, not sure what it is, and they have an enemy Vladivostok. Now, last we saw him, he was nose in on the other side of this island. I need to be careful. I do not want to present a huge amount of broadside to him because he can ruin my day if he connects a couple citadel shots. So what I do is I come out wide here so that I can come in at a better angle and turn in. Put some shots downrange. These are, I mean, like I said, this thing is a beast nosed in, so and then it's not going to do much. Get a couple bounces. I eventually think, why don't I switch to high explosive? That might be more productive here in this scenario. I think I do so relatively shortly. Yep, right there. And I like playing, I'm also playing the Monarch at this point in my World of Warships career. So I do like using HE on battleships. I think it's just fun. It's a little trolly and a little mindless, which is nice after a long day of work. So I put on some HE and see if this is going to do anything. It's actually it's pretty sad what Vladivostok HE does, which is higher caliber than the Monarch, by the way. But take a look at this. That's all guns firing, non-pen, and a fire with no damage, and one anti-aircraft gun taken out. He doesn't repair the fire, and here I'm thinking, oh, because he starts moving forward, he's going to ram me. Do I throw it in reverse and try and get out of there, or why don't I just try and make the most of it and ram this guy back and get some nice damage? He's still pretty healthy, so that's the decision I make. And we go for it. I try and put a meaty shot into his superstructure. I kind of aim not that great, and this winds up hitting his stern and his angled stern armor. It's not the best. Throw my manual secondary on him, which I don't think I have on this commander, but anyway, why not? And get ready for the ram. I think I'll have one more reload in between, and what I'll do there is try and knock out his guns, because again, there's not much you're going to be doing, even at this range, straight up. So that's this shot. Actually works pretty well, and here we go for the ram. Very nice. It's a fun way to end the game. When you're winning, a ram is nice. Take a look at I cut out some of this, and then we'll go to the post game so that you can take a look. Yep, there you go. Top of the board, which is nice. And that's the full game. I'm just gonna take it to port and open up a container or two in front of you. Make sure that this video makes it past the 13-minute mark so that more than 4 people can see it, which won't happen anyway. I just enjoy doing this though, so it's not a big deal. And what do we get? Nice haul of coal and a Zulu flag, and this bundle, which is some cash, coal, Zulu, and a new symbol. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.